Hi, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I did a recap of season 5, episode 3 of Riverdale. I didn't show you guys my shirt, but I was wearing the same shirt because I'm doing this right after. But it's a shirt of Jughead, Betty, Veronica, and Archie to kind of, signify my Riverdale love. I also have a Jughead necklace. It says Jughead right here, and it's got a little crown. His crown's kind of not important anymore because if you saw the last video, I talked about it. But he gave up his beanie, which was symbolic. I hope he gets it back again. Maybe they'll dig up the time capsule. I don't know. Or Betty made him the one he put away because the other one they had to burn. So it wasn't actually his original one. Maybe he'll get a new one. But my shirt's also kind of irrelevant because Varchi and Bughead are no more. But anyway, so in this video, I am going to do a reaction video to season 5, episode 4, Riverdale promo. So let's get into it.
A lot can happen in 7 years. Archie had been in a war.
You ready to go home, son?
Home? I was a published writer. No! Veronica was married.
Archie, this is Chadwick, my husband.
And Betty was an FBI agent.
You suffered severe trauma.
Wow. Lots of catching up to do.
Riverdale. New episode next Wednesday at 8/7 Central. Only on the CW.
Wow. So a lot happened. Now, first I just want to get into it before I finish this. In the last video, I completely forgot to reveal where everyone was going to college because you sort of already know where everyone decided to go to college. So I'll do that at the end of this video. But you know what the promo kind of reminds me of? If you guys have ever seen One Tree Hill, which was a show about teenagers, and of course it was a CW show actually. Well, it started on the WB, and then the WB merged with the CW, and they became the CW, or the WB merged with something, and they became the CW. But anyway, it was a CW show, so the actors, of course, were in their 20s, playing teens. And the show also had a 4.5-year time jump from their graduation to the next season. But following the time jump in the season, it was season 5 that was after the time jump season. The narration would always be like a recap of kind of like what happened during the years, and Jughead's narration about where everyone ended up was very similar to Lucas's narration. If you have never seen an episode of One Tree Hill, at least go watch the narration from like episode 2 of season 5 will probably have it like that. They're on Hulu, so go check that out. It was just the beginning, because it's very similar to how Jughead is narrating it. But anyway, let's get into it. So I'm actually going to I have never done it this way, so hopefully I don't mess up. But what I'm going to try to do is have my my picture be up at the top of the screen while watching the video and try to react. So I'm going to have my desktop volume lower since we just watched it, but so you can still hear it. But my volume is going to be louder. Oh, I hate when it starts. Okay, I'm going to turn my volume down on my computer so that it's quiet, and we'll do it. Okay, so first, this is from their graduation. Still upset that we didn't learn Sweet Pea or Fangs' real name. And that also, Josie wasn't in it, even though she was in the cap and gown. At the end of the video, I'll show you the picture I'm talking about, but let's get into it. So Archie did end up going into the army, as we know, and he's been in a war, which this war makes it seem like World War One. I don't know why. I don't actually think that's how the war is. It could be. I've never been in the war. So I don't actually know what the war now is like, but we do know that Riverdale is set in a timeless time. So they never actually specify the time. The thing is, though, even though they never specify the time, if you go back and watch episode 2 of season 5, and probably other episodes that have featured Fred's grave, but anyway, so Archie's uncle Frank and him go visit Fred's grave, and it says that he died in 2019. So even though they never mention the time, you can figure out what time it is. They never mention where it's located though, where Riverdale is actually located. But we do know that it's close enough to New York to drive and close enough to the Canadian border to walk to. So, yeah. It's also close to Ohio because they were able to walk all the way to Ohio to find Jughead's mother. But yeah, so Archie joined the war. I don't know why they're making it seem like it's from like the 40s, but. And it looks like, so another thing, it looks like Archie was injured in the war and he is going home. So we also know that they've cast a new character. I think his name is Eric, and he's going to be playing Archie's army friend who lost his leg in the war. And so it looks like Archie is also injured. That's probably why he ends up at home, because at the end of this video, I'll actually review the synopsis for the next episode. And the following episode, because those 2 episodes have already been revealed what they're about. But, and anyway. I want to know what the deal is with his glasses. Why is Jughead wearing glasses? Now this is not Jughead. Jughead would never, I don't know, like, I mean, I like that they're doing that. But apparently he's having like severe writer's block. I don't understand the glasses. Jughead never wore glasses, and he's only going to be 25, so. But being published by 25 is amazing. Now, I wonder if I go back, we could see what the book is actually titled. Oh, you can tell that the author is listed as Forsyth Pendleton Jones is 3rd. That's pretty cool, actually. That's an interesting photo. We don't know what his book is called. It's probably, though, the book about Jason Blossom, though, that he was writing his sophomore year. I think that'd be pretty cool. But that's cool that as a writer he goes by Forsyth. I kind of wonder, so here's another thing. So they're actually casting Jughead's live-in girlfriend. Now they haven't cast her yet, which is weird, which makes it seem like it's going to be a while before Jughead and Betty get back together. I hope that's not the case. I really hope it doesn't take long for them to, you know, reignite the light in their relationship. But I wonder if she calls him Forsyth and not Jughead. I mean, apparently she doesn't like the fact that he is more focused on writing than their relationship. Well, when he was with Betty, that was never the case, and even if it was, Betty would have been more supportive than this girl sounds. And apparently she breaks up with him early on in the show. But she hasn't been cast yet, or they haven't revealed who was cast as her. But, so yeah, he's a published author by the age of 25. Looks like he only wrote 1 book, though. I mean, he's only 25, he has time. But it looks like he's having severe writer's block. We don't know where he lives, but we'll see. I really don't understand the glasses, though. I like how he's still writing with his typewriter, though. So we actually already met Chad in Katie Keene. I've never seen Katie Keene. I will eventually watch it, but it's just not as drama-packed as Riverdale I seem. I also tried watching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, but again, that wasn't, you know, as interesting. I love the cast, and I really started watching it because it had Ross Lynch in it, but that's a different story. But yeah, so Veronica was married. Hers was actually revealed to be. She was actually revealed to have a husband, like a month before Riverdale season 5 premiered. He was revealed. They recast the role of Chad, but he was revealed to be her husband early on, before season 5 even premiered. This meant that, of course, Archie would have sometime broken up. Now, his description is he works on Wall Street. He's a businessman. But apparently he's controlling and jealous, and he has done illegal business. I call him, he's like Hiram Lodge. I'm gonna say he is very much like Hiram Lodge, and I think Veronica married her father because after she and Archie broke up, that's probably where she went down. And even though she went to Barnard, she might not have even graduated. Maybe she became a housewife early on in her life. Or she graduated and she became a housewife, but she's not doing what she wants to. She wanted to be a businesswoman. Now, something that I didn't mention in my last video, the recap video, is that she actually sold, well, she didn't sell, she gave Pop Tate back his diner, so all the diner is actually Pop's again, which is something she, I guess, needed to do because she went up to college. What I don't get, though, is what happened to the Le Bon Oui? Like, did she give him that too? Did she close it? What happened to Blossom Maple Rum? Like, I know she bought Cheryl out of the company, but what happened to them? So, really, what happened to Le Bon Oui? Because that was her dream. That's what she wanted, so. That is something, but apparently it's not a very happy marriage. And early on in the series, she finds out he's actually stalking her. Or early on in the Time Jump season episodes, she finds out he's stalking her. So, it was also revealed, actually not that long ago, that Betty would be joining the FBI, but in this it's actually stating that she is an FBI agent. Which, I mean, by 25 you can have graduated from the FBI Academy, because she graduates at college at 22, so 2 years in the FBI Academy. She probably just became an FBI agent, and apparently it looks like she was attacked or held hostage by a criminal, and now she's doing the same thing Charles did. She finds out she has a serial killer gene and decides to be a FBI agent. Now, unlike Charles, she will never be a serial killer. She will never do that. She's a good person. And I don't like how they ended the Charles storyline. Like, where did he end up? Like, all that. Like, Alice never mentioned him. Well, she mentioned him briefly, but other than that. But yeah, so Betty is in the FBI. So this episode is going to be something. I'm really excited for everything. I'm sad that they haven't seen each other in 7 years, though. That's really sad. But they all end up back up in Riverdale. So I'm actually going to show you what the next episode is going to be about. So, 7-year time jump. After spending 7 years away from Riverdale, Archie returns to find the town is now under Hiram Lodge's grip and on the verge of becoming a ghost town. When Tony catches him up on what's been going on, Archie reaches out to the rest of the gang to return home. So, yeah. And this actually makes sense now. Now, this didn't make sense at the beginning. We all saw he was joining the Marines, so it sort of made sense, but this makes a lot more sense. A picture from Archie 1941 was used for the poster draft of the episode. The 5-issue miniseries released in 2018 focused on Archie enlisting during World War II and how the conflict impacted those left in town. Now he joined the Army, and it looks like he's fighting in World War II, but anyway. But let's go on to the homecoming. So, the fight for Riverdale High. Tony, Alice, Archie, and Kevin fight to keep Riverdale High doors open after learning that its budget had been cut by Hiram Lodge. Veronica gets creative when she discovers Chad is having her followed. Jughead gets a new job after debt collectors show up in Riverdale. I guess he has been working as a writer. He doesn't have the money and all that. But yeah, the next couple episodes are going to be all about catching up. But I guess he's in debt. I mean, he did go to college. He might have gotten a scholarship. We don't actually know. I mean, he was super smart. Poor, though. But apparently he needs a new job. And, so I actually wrote this in the TV Time app. If you guys don't have TV Time, it's a really nice way to keep keep track of all the shows you watch. Now, it's not sponsoring me or anything, but I just highly recommend it. It's a really good app. Basically, you just like all the shows that you watch, and then every time an episode comes out, it tells you. And every time you watch an episode, you can say you watched it. You can also comment on the episodes, talk to other people who were watching the episode, and then you can say how well the episode was. But in one of my comments, I said, so this is what I read was happening. Veronica will be married to someone, not to Archie. She'll be married to a jealous and controlling man like her father. Betty will be joining the FBI Academy. The trailer revealed that she's actually in the FBI Academy. Archie would have joined the army. It looks like he's coming home from the army, and Tony will be pregnant. Now, Tony reveals when she sleeps with Jughead that she prefers girls over guys. So, if she is pregnant, it has to have been a planned pregnancy with a girl, unless she had like a one-night stand. So I'm hoping she gets back together with Cheryl. But why would they have them break up like that and then just have them back together and following the time jump? But anyway, so this is what I hope the other characters are up to. So Jughead is a writer. I said a teacher would be cool too, but this reveals that he's just a struggling author, and it looks like he's gonna have to get a real job. And I'll show you another video actually after this. I'll show you a video of some sneak peeks to the next couple episodes. So I said him and Betty are still together, married, engaged. Well, that's a lie. And it's also revealed that Jughead actually has a live-in girlfriend. And then Veronica is a better business person than her father, but it looks like she might be a housewife. And that she hasn't been back to Riverdale in forever. So I guess the Bon Oui is closed. And what we know, this is what we know from Katie Keene, is that Kevin is actually a drama teacher at Riverdale High, and that Josie is currently in New York. So that is what I said. So let me see if I can find the video with kind of the sneak peek pictures. So as I mentioned, that Josie was actually seen in a behind the scenes picture. Oh, it's not going to show me. The glare. That is nice. I can get it. Josie is right there. If it focuses. Come on. Okay, that's as best I can get it. But that's definitely Josie. But anyway, I found this video, so let me show you it. Basically, a lot of stuff is going down. So as we can tell by the fifth episode in the season, they all come back to help save Riverdale High. And it looks like Betty, Archie, and Jughead all come back, and they don't seem to talk in that scene. But they all look a lot older, and I'm excited to see the next episode. I'm sad that all of the characters and couples we've come to love are just no more. I'm also sad that we may never see, Archie's mom again. Where will Archie stay while he's in town after he gets out of the army? Because his childhood home is just gone, which I have to say is one of the saddest things on this. Maybe he'll buy it back, or maybe someone's living in it. Maybe someone bought it that he knows and he moves in with them. Did Cheryl ever end up going to college, or did she just forgo college altogether, even though she had looked forward to it for so long? I'll probably cry in the next episode, even though it's not supposed to be sad. But Riverdale has been renewed for season 6, so I can stop worrying that this is the last season, because it's not. They at least have one more coming. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Actually, no, this isn't the end. I said I was going to reveal where everyone went to school. I'm really bad at YouTube videos, guys, if you haven't been able to, but if you actually watch my videos, thanks. I'm not very good. I mean, when YouTubers start their videos, they're never supposed to be amazing at it, unless, they grew up with YouTube. Being on YouTube. Okay. So, here's some things that have been revealed. So Fangs got into the University of Pittsburgh. Fangs was also upgraded to main cast member, so he will definitely be in. Whether he's with Kevin still or not, we don't know. Now, Kevin never mentioned his relationship in Katie Keene, but at that point, he actually hadn't started dating Fangs in Riverdale yet, so they probably didn't know what they were going to do, so there's that. Kevin went to Carnegie Mellon. That was revealed in an episode. But I think, he becomes the drama teacher at Riverdale, and so yeah, Cheryl was supposed to go to Highsmith College, but she didn't end up going to it. But Tony did end up going to Highsmith. Veronica went to Barnard College. Whether she stayed or not, we don't know. We don't actually know what she does for a living, whether she is a housewife or actually is a businesswoman. Betty went to Yale, and she became an FBI agent, so she most likely graduated from Yale. Her Jughead breaking up. They solved the preppy murders, and they solved so many murders together. Every murder that happened, they figured out who the bad guy was. The show really was about Bughead and Barchi, but he went to Yale, became an FBI agent. Archie was supposed to go to the Naval Academy, but he actually just joined the Army. And he said he was doing it because it would give him a college, high school degree without actually having to repeat his senior year, and that it would give him the opportunity to go to college. So maybe he does have a college degree at this point. He definitely will probably have a high school degree. Jughead went to the University of Iowa. If he stayed, we don't know. If his birth became such a bestseller, he dropped out. We don't know. I hope he didn't, because he was so proud of being the first Jones to go to college. Another thing is that Jellybean actually will be 20 during the time jump, when the time jump comes back, so she may show up if they recast Jellybean. So I don't like that that's the reason that he left, because once Jellybean reaches adult age, he can come back, but the actor doesn't want to, so. And Reggie said he would probably go to Riverdale Community College. Now, Reggie is a main character, and he's still going to be a main character, even though he's not a big part of the show. So I don't know what they're going to do with him once the show comes back. Same with, Kevin and Fangs. When the show comes back, I don't know what they're going to do with them. At least with Cheryl. Cheryl always had a scene with Tony, but then the main four were always together, so I don't know. But We don't know where Sweet Pea ended up. Sweet Pea is also not a main character. If Sweet Pea will actually end up being in next season, we don't know. Also, Mad Dog is supposed to go to Notre Dame, but he wasn't actually seen at graduation, which I thought was really weird. And we know Josie. We don't know where Josie went to college, but she did end up in New York on Katie Keene. So I don't know. I'm excited to see where everyone ended up and who they became. Now, we don't know who took over the Serpents. Another thing is that the Serpents haven't been a topic of interest on the show for a while. Maybe Tony took them over. Maybe Jughead ended up giving them to her because that's the storyline they wanted to go through. But who knows? They kind of rebranded the Serpents once Jughead took over. They became they didn't become criminals. They were no longer criminals. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it wasn't very organized. And like, comment, and subscribe, and do everything that you can. Please follow me. I guess that's subscribing. I also post almost every single I used to post every single day on TikTok, and now it's just when I feel like it. I almost have 500 followers on TikTok. So if you could go follow me on TikTok. I did post a recap video on TikTok of this, and I will also post a recap video on TikTok and then on YouTube every week of Riverdale. I probably will only do Riverdale if I feel like it. I might do other shows, but Riverdale is my one true love. And honestly, if I ever do find a boyfriend, he needs to understand that Wednesday night's Riverdale night, and that Jughead will be my true love always. That's weird to say. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!